Good evening.
Here we are. Excellent.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our first live in months together.
Yes, too long.
Very, very long. On this full Hunter's Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Craig, you've got some info about Hunter's Moon, haven't you?
A little bit. I've been doing some research. I'm by no means an expert, but I've got some notes.
Do you want to share with everyone whilst we settle in and get the energy building?
So the Hunter's Moon, which is the first moon in this season, represents preparation for when people used to go hunting in time for the winter months. The 18th of October, which has just passed, was the end of Mercury in retrograde, which apparently was why we had things like miscommunications, issues with technology, and just overall bad communication in relationships and friendships and things. So this full moon represents us coming out of that and actually a change coming where we're actually going to get the gift of good communication. So I think that's really positive. Thank God. Yeah.
Thank goodness for that.
In astrology, a full moon represents like the end of a cycle and the start of a new cycle. And just as the moon, we see the tides rising, so does our intuition. So I think that's why we always like to do the full moon if we can, don't we? So
yes, we
with
do.
That, we've got lots of people. Should we do some comments?
We have, yeah. Let's say hello to some people. Shall I start us off?
Absolutely,
We've got
go for it.
Beautiful Claire on. Good evening, Claire,
Hello,
and happy full moon to you. Malik is on. Thank you for sharing, Malik. Anyone else who's willing to share would be very, very grateful. That would be fantastic. Thank you very much for that. And we've got someone already watching from Florida. Hi, Eliana. Good evening, Eliana. Thank you for joining us. I hope you are having a fantastic time over in Florida. Blessings from Malik, which is really nice to see. Hi, Malik. Lovely to see you, darling. And we've got a few more that have been on recently. So we've got Leanne on. Hi, Leanne.
Hello, Leanne.
I'm so sorry. I have to actually put my teeth in. Mridula. Hi, Mridula. I've actually confirmed that this is how you say it before because I always worry about saying people's names wrong. And we've got Steph from Ireland, all the way from Galway. Hi, Steph. Lovely. And Nia from Stafford, a little bit closer to home, which is nice. And Courtney. Hi, Courtney, darling.
Hey, Courtney.
Nice to see you. Holly's on. Evening, Holly.
Hello, Holly.
I hope I missed. We've got Nikki on. Hi, Nikki. Nice to see you, darling. And I think we've got Sue on.
Hey,
hi, Sue. Lovely, Sue. And I think we've got everyone that's on so far. So as we've said before, please do like and send lots of love hearts and share it if you're willing to share it. Let people know that we're on this evening. And we're going to do as long as we feel we can, really, aren't we?
Yeah.
Just said about the energy being really good so far this evening. So
yeah, it really is.
Yeah, so we're going to see what comes from it. Anyone who's not been on before, how this works is usually Craig and I go wherever we're drawn on the comments and do a reading for that person. And we do a card each. But we will not do a card for you unless you request one. So please, please, please do put in the comments that you would like a reading. Otherwise, we'll just skip past you and just appreciate that you're watching. So I don't know about you, Craig, but I feel like let's just get cracking. What do you reckon?
Absolutely. Go for it. I'll let you have the first crack.
Okay. Oh, right. We've got a few asking for a card already. I was drawn to Leanne straight away.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with my Oracle deck for you, Leanne, and see what card I pull out and message I've got for you this evening.
Had a jumper straight away.
Oh.
Which I need to
told you the energy's good.
Excuse me.
Okay. So Aurora has come forward for you, my darling, and it's the Flying High card, which would suggest that. Okay. I feel like things have been a little bit unsettled for you for a while, and with that, you've been questioning your direction. But in questioning your direction, what you've been doing is actually kind of settling in and reviewing things, which has actually moved you forward without you realizing. This card literally relates to flying high and trying not to be dragged down by others. And I feel like that's the message here that we've got for you, is that there have been influences and people in your life, external influences in recent months, I'm seeing, who have kind of dragged you down a little bit and held you back. And the message I'm picking up here for you is that it's absolutely okay to say, no, I'm moving forward. This is where I need to be. This is my direction. And I feel like you're quite an intuitive person. And with that, you know what feels right for you. And you know those gut feelings and you trust them. But recently you've been ignoring them because of external factors and sort of what people are telling you to think and feel rather than what you actually think and feel. Step away from all of that and trust your own instincts, because you are going in the right direction and you're where you're supposed to be, even if at times it doesn't feel like that. And I'm going to leave that there and hand you over to Craig.
Excellent. So I got the card for you, Leanne, Judgment, which I don't know if you can see very well.
Yes.
So with this card, I got the word family come straight through. And I think it's not judgment from others. It's a balance of judgment from others and judgment from yourself. I think while blocking out other people's judgment, you've also blocked out your own. And it's about the fact you need to judge yourself. Go on. I think it's with what Cheryl said about your intuition, that you're just completely shutting off from both your inner voice and external voices. Yeah, I'm just getting that judgment comes from within, if that makes any sense to you, Leanne. Prioritize is a word that they're sending as well. So they're showing me you making a list, but in your mind, kind of counting your blessings and the things that you've got versus the things that you want, and using your inner judgment balanced with what people are recommending, and actually weigh these things up and see what you want in your life so that you can have the life that you should be having. And I agree with what Cheryl's saying, that they're saying that you are in the right place right now. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. So I hope that makes sense, Leanne.
Yeah, thank you. Do let us know as well if you can take anything from these readings, because it's always good to find out that we're on the right track.
Absolutely.
Craig, over to you. I'll get rid of this comment. Hang on, where have I put it? Okay. Where are you drawn to?
I'm drawn to Claire.
Yes.
Okay. What have we got for Claire, please? Okay. So they've given me the Six of Swords. Why have we got this card, please? So they're showing me you expanding your knowledge base and having some growth in your expertise. They're saying this is a time for you to travel further. that you know what you want, and you might already be taking those first steps, but you need to take it further. They're really strongly showing me the colour blue, if there's any significance to that. I always see that as a very spiritual colour. It's a very peaceful colour, but they're showing me kind of like a navy blue, if that's any significance to you. They're showing me that you have a different perspective to most people, to the masses, as I'd say. And that's actually a gift. It might feel a bit isolating sometimes, but you are aware there are other people on the same wavelength. You just need to find them. They're really showing me these colours really strongly. It's almost like you can see auras, or that's maybe something that's coming, but that's really, really strong. Yeah, they're just giving you this push to be yourself. That's the main message that they're giving me here. So I hope you can take that. I'm going to hand over to Cheryl
now. I got 10 of air for you, Claire. And I feel like a lot of it is significant because it's about embracing change. There's lots of things on the bottom of the card, but the bit that I'm drawn to is about embracing the changes that are coming your way and expecting things to get better. Those are the literal words on the bottom of the card. And I feel as though that's because I know you've had some challenges over the last few months. But equally, it's the changes that are coming that are going to be crucial for you, because I see things happening very quickly, because behind the scenes there's a lot going on, but there's also, you're being very proactive as well. And with that proactivity, you're going to find things coming to you rather than you going to them. I feel like that's what's going to happen for you at this time. And everything that Craig said really is very, very similar. But ultimately, yes, embrace the changes that are coming and don't be afraid of them. I think that's why that word embrace is coming in, because it's almost, there's going to be a temptation to almost be afraid of your own power here. Don't be, use it. And just be excited about it as well. Let it grow, because I think it's going to bring big, big things for you. So I hope that was all right for you, my lovely. I've seen loads of familiar faces coming on as well now a little bit later, which is really nice to see. Got quite a few on. We've also got some spammers on as well, apparently, although the comments haven't shown up for me.
No, I've not got any.
No. But yes, please do block any spammers if they do come on.
Yes.
They're nothing to do with us. Who was that? Lovely Gemma. I'd like to do reading for Gemma, please. And I'm drawn to my oracle deck for you. So let's go here. Please do keep commenting if you'd like a reading. Sometimes the comments don't come through straight away. So if you think we've missed you, do come through. Well, this one's interesting, Gemma. So Melina's come forward for you. It's about confusion and indecision. But this is a bit weird because I don't feel like this is yours. I don't feel like this belongs to you. It's about someone close to you. Okay. Someone close to you has been rethinking their options or trying to figure out a way through their current situation. I feel like they're trying to force change rather than allow it naturally to happen. If the change isn't coming to them, it's because they're not ready for it yet. There's things being lined up that they need to wait for. Give me a bit more. I feel like someone's come to you very, very recently for advice. They're about to make some changes. This is where I'm going with this. They're about to make some changes, and you feel ill-equipped to give them that advice, or it's more about you're afraid to give them the wrong advice because they're at very crucial crossroads in their life. So you're holding back a little bit. And I'm hearing don't hold back, because actually they've come to you because they want your brutal honesty. And that's literally it. That's it. It's gone quiet now. So I'm going to give you that, Gemma, and pass you over to Craig.
So if you pulled out the Queen of Swords, but as I was getting cards, before I'd even taken one out, I was getting the message that don't be so serious, that you are a fun person, and people are forgetting that. And I think maybe, like, just don't forget that at your core, you are a fun energy, and it's not all work, work, work. But that's not the card. That was what I was getting as I was taking it. Why have we got this card, please? So they're showing me that you're a very intelligent person. And it's almost like you need to own that and work with it. Don't shy away from your own power. You are very, very intellectual. They're just showing me you kind of slotting into your role as yourself, as an intellectual but also fun person, that things can keep moving forward without everything being super serious. I don't know why I'm seeing colours today. It's not usually a thing that I do, but I'm seeing green. But they're showing me it from, it's like green and pink together. It's from a place of love. It's from the heart chakra. And it's about connecting with people, for you, with honesty. So the people around you know you to be an honest person. And again, that can come from a place of not seriousness, but fun. That you can be light-hearted. And that's part of what attracts people to you. And that's that gone now. So I'm going to leave that with you. I hope that makes sense.
They left pretty quickly for me as well. So, all right, okay, done.
Yeah. Okay.
You've got a confirmation from Claire.
Oh, excellent.
Saying well done. And some thanks from others as well. So that's good. Over to you.
Let's have a look. I'll have to scroll back because there was a few. So I'm drawn to Courtney. Let's have a look. What message have we got for Courtney, please? Oh, okay. This one. Oh, okay. So we've got the judgment card for you, Courtney. Done 3 cards and that's come up twice. Why have we got this one for Courtney, please? So they're showing me it's almost like a graduation period for you. There's something coming up that's going to be you finishing a project or a course or a job role. something's coming to its completion, that they want to say between 3 and 9 months, less than a year. And you've really earned something here, not just in terms of accolades, but within, you've built really, really important skills that were meant for you and for where you're meant to be in the future. There's going to be celebration, I'm seeing. People are very, very proud of where you are and where you're going to be. They're saying there's decisions to be made for where to go next, but you've kind of already made your mind up. Deep down, you know where to go. They're showing me the colour yellow. I don't know why I'm seeing colours today. That's so strange. So yeah, the colour yellow, they're showing me because of your inner drive. It's like they're showing like flowers blossoming. It's a time of power, a time of blooming. And that's the symbolism they want to show for you at the moment. And again, I'm going to hand you over to Cheryl. So I hope that makes sense.
Thank you. I've got Adriana, and it does link for me as well, because it's about leading you to where you want to go. So you've been sending out thoughts and prayers and manifestations of where you want to be and what you want for the people around you as well. I feel it's not just about you, all of this. You've been putting a lot of thought into people around you as well. And I'm very much picking up that you are getting messages, you are getting guidance, spiritual, and I know you know this as well. But it's trusting it. That's the trouble. You don't feel you can trust the guidance and the instincts and the intuitions that you have. And you're such a natural, bubbly, positive person that you send everything out, and you are blocking what's coming back at the minute. If this makes sense to you, because I think I know what this means. Because you're worrying about everybody else, you're blocking what's coming to you, which will in turn serve everybody else. Because your happiness also equals their happiness. So it's about making those decisions. They're showing me the links the imagery that I've had before, where it's one link into the next link into the next link. So you're already on this next cycle in your life that is about to, so you're ending one cycle and moving into another. And I feel like that's why your thoughts have been so unsettled, because it's a new thing. You also have an idea of, this is where I want to go, but everything's taking me this way, which I feel is taking me away from this destination. And it's not taking you away from that destination, it's taking you on a different route to that destination. So trust it and go with it. And again, keep a dream journal. I think I've said this to you before. I don't know if you have been or you've stopped, but start writing down those things you remember when you first wake up in the morning, because some of it will start to be repetitive and make sense to you. So I'm going to leave that there with you, my lovely Courtney. And I hope that was all right for you. I keep seeing her. Where is she? I need to find a comment from her. Our lady from Florida.
That's where I was going to go next.
Was it?
It was.
There we go. I found a message. Eliana, we're coming to you, my darling. And I'm drawn to my Archangel deck for you, rather than my tarot or oracle. So let us know you're still there, lovely. And we'll get this message to you. Oh, okay, good. Good. You know it's a good thing when I always say good. So I've got Archangel Michael, who's the protector, the sort of boss of all the archangels, is a really very simplified way of putting it. But it's on the wheel card with this. And this is where I very much see this. It's a wheel in the sense of I'm going to use Craig's words from earlier, you've completed one cycle and you're now moving on to the next. And I feel like for you, this has very much been a time of anxiety and uncertainty because you're not sure where it's going in the next cycle. But actually, the message coming through very, very strong is to embrace it because it's a positive change. Again, I don't feel like you feel like it will be to start off with, but it's the fact that it is a change, not what the change is, that is keeping you unsettled. The card literally says fortune is on your side. So don't be afraid to move forward into this with some positivity as well, because a lot of positivity is going to come from this change that you're making and moving into. Fear is all about ego. And I feel like Archangel Michael has come in, and that's why I needed an Archangel card, because he's the protector. He gives us strength, he gives us courage, and his job is to protect us. So at this time where you're feeling you might feel a little unsafe or a little uncertain, he's bringing in and lending you his courage and his strength to take the steps you need to take into the next stage positively. But it is a really, really positive card. I'm also... there's 4. The number 4's come up. So either in 4 days, 4 weeks, or 4 months, something significant is going to happen. But again, with this card, it is a positive change. So keep an eye out for that 4 days or 4 weeks or 4 months. Something's going to click into place for you, which is going to rush in another lot of positive energy. When they show me yellow, it's joy and happiness. They're also bringing in pink, which is love and romance as well. So I feel like some of this change is either bringing that in or enhancing what you already have. But it is a very, very positive card. So I'm going to hand you over to Craig now and see if he matches.
So for you, we got the 10 of Wands. And I'm going to show the picture again because I got you carrying lots of burdens, lots of worries and stress. But rather than the card representing you having these worries and stress, it showed me you letting them go, finding a place to put them, unburdening yourself so that you can move on a lot lighter. There's a lot of things that you're taking on that don't belong to you. A lot of these stresses, if you let them go, you're worried, well, who's going to look after this? Who's going to run this? Who's going to do that? Who's going to look after this person and that and that? Whereas a lot of these things can look after themselves. A lot of things belong to other people. And in fact, your journey is about to completely change direction. You think you're going this way towards this big thing, but actually you're meant to go the easier way. That's going to take you to the biggest blessing, as it were. It's almost like you've not had time to think and process who you are as a person because of all these things. And it's a time now for change, for you to remember who you are, what you care about, and what your purpose is, why you decided to live at this time. What have you come here for? Because it's not for these things that you're holding on to. These have been put onto you by the world, by people and expectations. They're not yours. Let them go. It's time to be you. I'm going to leave that there. I'm not showing me anything else, so I hope that made sense.
I think it did, because you just replied with this, bless her. Thank you for coming on, Eliana, all the way from Florida.
Oh, excellent. That's really good.
Yeah, better luck with everything. Hope to see you soon and with an update.
Oh, yes. Updates are always good.
Courtney said this for you, Craig, about your reference to yellow and flowers.
Oh, that's really strange, because that's the flower I could see. I just couldn't remember what it was called. Oh, that's really good. Sunflower, obviously.
Sunflowers, yeah.
Yes, I knew that. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, right, your turn, darling.
I'm drawn to Mabel.
Yes. Hello, Mabel. It's been a while. I hope you're well.
So, what have you got to show Mabel, please? Oh, okay. So they're showing me the King of Wands. But they keep saying this is a magical wand. They're showing me you. It's almost like you can direct energy. They just show me so many different things. It's like you casting spells almost. Being like a solitary practitioner witch. I don't usually see things like this. But there's things that you need to look into. Things that you need to remember. I don't know if this is to do with a past life even. But there's something that's innate within you that they really want you to take hold of. And you're going to get that not just from intuition, but from a very masculine energy through getting information and knowledge. They want you to do some research. Because the direction you're heading in, although spiritually it's in the right direction almost, but that there's more to add to it that other people don't usually add to it. It's got almost like your niche. They show me that you're not a very powerful person. They're saying that's the wrong word. It's almost like a very strong channel for energy, and you're very wise where it should go. And it's time that you start doing that, because that's a really great gift for the world and for people. Very strange one, but I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to hand you over to Cheryl.
It's different.
It certainly was.
So I got 6 of air for you, Mabel. And again, it's a positive, loads of positive energy coming through. And I feel like it's to do with the end of the retrograde, like you were talking about earlier, because I feel like with this, that's the word that popped in my head. So Mabel, I feel like this retrograde has really messed up everything for you a little bit. You've noticed a lot of things, communication going wrong, technology going wrong, and you've at some point, like the image they're giving me is you literally tearing your hair out at times because things have been going so strangely for you and it's completely out of your control. And now you're noticing it's starting to settle back down, and with this, things are starting to look up. A difficult situation is coming to an end for you, Mabel, and I feel like that's lots of little things rather than one major thing. And I feel like the past, again, I'm linking this back to the pandemic, so I'm literally linking this back over a year. I feel like you've had an immensely tough time over the last year plus. And it's almost as if you've been sat there waiting for something to literally flick a switch for everything to change. And that's the image they're giving me, is that the switch has been flicked and everything is going to start changing for you now. Things that you have found difficult in the past and the things that you've had difficulty with are just going to stop being difficult. And strangely, I'm picking up here, there's almost a sense of, with you, not sort of, I don't care, but it's almost like I can't control that anymore, so I'm going to stop worrying about it. That's not working for me. I'm going to let that go. That's what I'm picking up, rather than like, I don't care, I'm not interested. It's almost a freedom that comes with it of embracing the change and, yeah, it's out of my control and I can't do anything about it. I also see a trip coming up for you very specifically. And I feel like this is a trip that may have been put on hold and sort of delayed and then delayed and continually delayed to the point where you've sort of given up on it. Don't give up on it, because it is going to happen. And it's going to happen for you soon. And actually, this is like a rebirth, a rechanneling and opening up. The image I'm going to show you here that I see for you through that travel, it's like a reigniting of all the things you're passionate about, because it feels like an escape from one situation and moving away from everything that is not working for you anymore. So I hope that makes sense, because I think I just waffled there. But I knew what I was trying to say. I just don't know if I could get it out properly, but hopefully I did. So hopefully that makes sense for you, Mabel. Lovely. And it's nice to see you. It's been a little while, so I hope you are okay. Right, let's see. Who else have we got? We've got loads of lovely comments on here, which is fantastic. And lots of newbies have popped on, so that's nice to see you. Please do let us know where you're watching from if you're new, or you haven't told us yet. Let's see if we can beat the distance of Florida. Where is there? Rena. I hope you're still watching, because as soon as you commented, I was told I need to come straight to you. So, and again, I'm drawn to my Archangel deck for you. Okay, so again, a lot of change coming forward. Archangel Shamuel's come forward on the life experience card. I'm just going to show you the image, because I love this image, because it is about you being in nature and changing from that image. But it's because something happens, something triggers a change. And I don't think there's anything to worry about. So don't sit there and go, oh my God, something bad's coming. That's not what I mean. I just think that something changes in your life. And it completely changes your perspective on things. And I almost feel like a physical weight is coming away from you. So you've been carrying a lot for a long time, and this change releases a lot of that for you. I also feel like it brings in a lot of new information, things that you didn't know before, or you've been seeking, answers you've been seeking. They come to you, they come your way. And actually, it's with that clarity and those questions being answered that you start to feel like, right, that's what I've been waiting for. And I feel like you've been waiting for something. A really positive messaging coming in from this side, maternal side, is it's time to fly. And I'm hearing it like this: it's time to fly, girl. So it's a very sassy lady who's come through. I feel like it might be an auntie. So I hope you can take that. But and she was really big and full of life and just such an amazing energy when she was here. But she's literally stepped in to say, you're not reaching your full potential. You need to start flying. Be brave and go for it. There's like strange. There's like a yellow cake being presented here, like a yellow sponge. I don't know what that is. But I feel like it is significant, like it was her signature thing. And I feel like everything could be solved with a bit of cake. So she's giving that to you as a comfort thing. So I'm giving that to you as well. But she's this big, bold lady, and I love her energy, because she's just very straight away like, you need to fly, girl. That's exactly how I'm hearing it. So I'm going to give that to you. I don't know if that's a private joke or what, but I do feel like this next chapter is about growth and change for you. So it is on its way. Hold on, because it is on its way for you. And I'll pass you over to Craig.
So initially, I got the Emperor card for you. But they also said that I need to do a self-care card. I've also got some sacred self-care. So I didn't want to shuffle while Cheryl was talking, so I'm going to grab one of these. Oh, one's jumped out. Okay. Oh. So we got the spend time with animals card. don't know if that's of any significance to you at the moment. Let's see why we've got these. So yeah, I'm getting, I don't know if I'm jumping on what Cheryl said, but I'm seeing significant change is like a real, I can't describe it. It's like a sign that I'm seeing. Significant change. It's really important. But it's overdue. They're wanting you to connect.
What's going on? Oh, I think we lost connection there for a little bit, unless it was just me.
Oh dear.
I don't know if we're still live. If we're still live, drop us a comment.
Yes.
Retrogade's playing silly
That's
buggers.
Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah, all of our comments have gone.
Apologies, guys.
Oh, my phone's just run out of battery as well. What is going on? So I can't even check online. That's crazy.
Oh dear.
Having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection. Well, we're both on separate internet, so that's a bit strange, isn't it?
Oh, hang on. Someone just jumped.
Oh, okay. They can hear us. They just can't see us, some of us.
Oh, that's
so
okay then.
We'll carry on for now. Sorry, everybody. It's going madness.
Okay. Let's try to reconnect to these cards. What have we got for... So they're showing me different realms of existence that you need to connect with. It's almost like at the moment you're only connected to the modern world and technology and artificial things, the things that man expect us to be in tune with. But they're saying that you can connect with yourself by connecting with other realms, not just animals, but maybe children, crystals, foraging, gardening. There are other things that maybe isn't profitable and connected to the modern world that's going to help you move forward. It's almost like clarity coming your way that I think will be a catalyst for personal change. They really strongly show me the color lilac. And they're saying this is a very spiritual color for you. Spiritual feminine, intuition. They're saying you could be doing things like this, like what Cheryl and I are doing. But you've got your own way of doing things. So no one's expecting you to. Okay. There's some real good work for you to do when you connect with yourself. And I'm going to leave that there. I hope connection's back as well. I hope that made sense for you.
It seems to be back. Apologies for that, everybody. That little technical blip. That's so funny.
Oh dear.
Just a prime example of what's been going on for the last few weeks for me. That's just nothing new. Been absolute madness.
We jump through the comments and see where I'm drawn. I'm drawn to Malik at the moment.
Yes. Yeah. Hope still there, Malik. Lovely. I think we lost a few people, but they might come back. We'll see.
See what I've got for Malik, please. Okay. So they've given me 7 of Swords. So why have we got this card, please? They're showing me this feeling of sadness. I don't want to say depression. That's not the word. It's almost like grief for the way the world is at times and the way people are at times. You just wish things were different. It really bothers you that you can't change things. Not just for yourself, but for other people. I'm getting the message to remind you that things aren't meant to be perfect. We're not here for perfection. We're here for growth and to learn. We chose to come here to work through things like karma, to work through our emotions, and to grow spiritually. Everything that happens to you actually happens for you, even if things are really, really hard. Where's the love in every moment? Every moment, whether you believe it or not, has love in it, even if it's the loss of a loved one. Grief is just a form of love. Yeah, they're showing me a feeling of being in the background almost, but in a good way, kind of observing. And they're showing me you giving very good advice. You're never on your own. They, on the other side, are always with you, and you can connect with them whenever you want. They're saying, do it now. Just do it now. Don't wait, just do it now. And I'm going to hand you over to Cheryl. So I hope that made sense. It's a very strong one.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said the word grief, because that's what I was picking up.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like loss, just like grieving change. And it was weird because I picked out 2 cards for you, Malik. I picked out, the first one was Aurora, and that's the one about flying high and others threatening your ascension. But the second one, this is where I felt I was drawn to, was Caressa, about the end of a cycle and change. And when I got these 2 together and I needed to draw the 2, I immediately felt like you are ready for the next phase, but something is holding you back from it moving forward. And it was the word grief. So it's the loss of where you are. And I feel like there have been people in your life around you that have been supportive to a point, but now they're taking a step back. And it's almost grieving that connection, that sort of closeness that you've had, because the reason they're stepping back isn't anything to do with you, it's to do with them. And that's what's important. And I feel as though what you need to be thinking about is, when you're making this change, you're taking this next step and you're moving into this forward motion, it's okay to grieve what you had, but you also need to embrace what's coming your way, because These changes are for you for a reason. And I'm just going to show you the imagery there again. You're not there yet, but you're on your way there. I hope that makes sense, because it's tricky to place it, because it's almost like you feel stuck, but you're also moving, which is a really strange thing to say, but that's kind of how the energy is coming through. And there is sadness with this, but it is, like Craig said, it's not sadness like typical sadness. It's, how can I explain this? It's almost, so the image they're giving me is a still sea, but it's not still. When you look closely, there's ripples, and it's the ripples that are bringing the sadness. So you're actually quite calm in this, but there are ripples that are upsetting your energy. That's the only way I can explain it, because that's how they're giving it to me. So I really hope some of that makes sense, because I feel like that didn't. So I hope it did. I'm really sorry, Malik.
We actually did get some feedback from Malik. Starting a new job and struggling with the change, and also missing the old job, feeling some grief.
Right. Okay, that makes sense now. Thank you, because I thought I was going a little bit mad there for a moment. Oh, bless you. Well, just remember what the card said and showed you, which was you will be flying high soon. So grieve, but you won't be grieving for long, my darling. Are you ready to do another, Craig? How are you feeling?
Absolutely, I can do another.
Yeah? Okay, let's have a look then. Look who's popped on.
I don't know who that is.
No, me neither. Where are you? Kerry. I was drawn to you, Kerry. So yes, you may have a card. I'm going to my oracle for you as well, lovely. So let's see what we get for you. I'm here. Okay. So for me, Bethany's come forward, and I'm giggling because the tone's changed. I feel like this is a little bit of a telling off for you, Kerry, but in a loving way, because the message that's come through quite clearly is that stop taking care of everybody else. You need to take a little time for you now. You don't strike, the energy I'm picking up here is that you don't strike me as the type of person who will say, do you know what I fancy for me? I fancy a spa day, or I fancy this, or I fancy that. But if it was given to you as a gift, you'd absolutely love it. I feel like what's coming through here is a very stern but loving, you need to make it happen for you because you need some time out. I'm picking up chakra blockages. I don't know if you buy into any of this, Kerry. Sometimes we get people come on here who don't, but I feel like you've got a lot of blockages going on here at the minute, and your energy's been out of whack because of that. How that's sort of physicalizing for you is you're feeling very drained. I'm picking up on kind of heart palpitations as well. So I don't know if you've had them or you've just sort of experienced them, but like flutters. And I feel like you've been a bit shaky at times as well, like just sort of trembly hands. I hope you can take some of this. Again, a lot of this isn't things to worry about. It's just that manifestation of it's time to start looking after you a little bit. Take some time out, which I know is easier said than done. And we tell people to do it all the time. And it's really difficult sometimes to just stop. But that's what's coming through from this side, is that you need to recharge and you need to take a little bit of time, because you're the kind of person who wants to give everyone the best of you. But until you recharge, you're not giving them that. And actually, you need to do it for you as well. And I've just heard very clearly in a male voice, it's not selfish to look after yourself. So I'm really sorry to tell you off. I'm so sorry. But there you go. I'm going to give that to you. And I hope that was okay.
So I pulled the Justice card. And it's very much on the same wavelength as what Cheryl was saying. I was getting the words recharge. It's this energy of you're looking after all these people, and even on days when you want to throw someone through a window, and you're like, oh, I love my life. Like, I'm so glad I'm doing this. This is bringing me so much fulfillment. But although it feels really good, you're not recharging. You need to. They show me put your gas mask on first, oxygen mask on first before anyone else's. That's the image they're showing me. You just need to do something regularly for you, even if it's just going out to the cinema and taking a really long bath with lovely things. And I'm just seeing like self-treatment, self-care. Just really enjoy yourself. Spend some time with girls, night out, anything like that. Because you're doing a really good job and you deserve it. Why? You don't need to let anyone else tell you you deserve it. You know you do. You looking after yourself as well is really good modeling for other people, because they need to see how to look after themselves through you. They need to learn it's not just other people look after me, but the people that look after me look after themselves, therefore I shall do that as well. It's that balance. I'm going to leave that there because that's where they've stopped. So I hope that made sense.
I think it's a regular thing going from the comment she's popped on at the end there.
Oh dear.
So, yeah. So sorry about that. But it's done lovingly, of course, always, when it comes from spirit. Is it your turn now?
I believe
Yes,
so.
it
Should we
is.
do,
Yeah.
what time is it? We've just hit an hour. Do you want to do another one or two?
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah, I'm
reckon?
up for that.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to go with Steph because we've had
Yeah.
a lot. No, it's standing out.
It's been a while, Steph. I hope you're well, my dear.
Let's see what we've got for Steph, please. Okay. So they're showing me the Four of Cups. So why have we got this for Steph, please? They're showing me you blocking off certain people's attention. Almost like you're saying, leave me alone, I'm fine. There's some deep existential questioning within. Almost on the level of what is the meaning of life type thing. And it's almost like you don't want to burden people with what is going on inside you. And they're saying that you're not putting that on people. You're putting that in front of them and observing it together. You can look through it together. You're not adding to people's stress or changing their opinion of you by saying, I'm worried about this, I'm concerned about that. People are around to help just like you would help others. They're saying that the questions that you've got and the concerns you've got, you already know the answer to and the solutions to, but you're worried, you're self-doubting. You're worried that you're wrong, and you just wish there was someone there to confirm you're right. And you say, oh, phew, that's fine. They're saying as soon as tomorrow, there will be someone in your life that's regularly there asking if you're okay. And they're saying this time, just let them know how you're feeling. They will be extremely receptive. Open up. And they're saying to hand over to Cheryl now, so I'm going to do that. I hope that made sense.
Yeah, it's interesting what Craig said, because I feel like it touches on a lot of what this card's representing. So I went straight to the Archangel deck for you, Steph, because I felt like the big guns have stepped forward. And you've got Archangel Gabriel, and it's the Awakening card. And it very much links at so I feel like you're at a temporary standstill. It literally says those words on the bottom of the card, and that's where I was drawn to. I feel like you have had sort of a bit of a fast track in moving forward in things that you've put in place in your life. So changes in work, changes in relationships, and also work you've been doing on yourself and for yourself. So all of that's been happening very, very quickly. And now because it's slowed down, you suddenly feel stuck and like, oh, everything stopped. Does that mean that I'm in the wrong place? And it isn't. It's slowing down so that you've got time to reflect on it and look back at everything and see how far you've come, but also where you want to take it. There's also been some, I want to say, challenging relationships recently. That's how I'm going to put it tactfully. And with that's come a bit of conflict. And again, I've heard this before this evening, but they're bringing it in now. It's not your issue, it's their issue. Let them have it. It's actually got nothing to do with you. And you're staying true to yourself, but you're starting to back down a little bit and cave. And you shouldn't do that, because what they're bringing to it is all about them. It's nothing to do with you, actually. And then when you do that and you let them get on with it, it is going to make room for those people who actually care and who are really invested in you as a person to step forward and go, how can I help you right now? And that's what's needed at this time. I feel like you're missing those connections and that genuine support. And that's what's lacking. And that's why you feel at a standstill, because you're around the wrong energy at this time. So you need to get rid of the old and bring in the right energy. And it's about seeing things from a different perspective as well. It's about looking at it from both sides. It's not to change your perspective, but it will bring you clarity and understanding that you can then take away with you that serves you. I really hope that makes sense, because that was really strong, black and white, clear. That was the message. No waffling. So I hope you can take something away from that, Steph. And it's nice to see you. It's nice to see everybody actually this evening, because it has been so long. I thought it might be a bit quiet, but if anything, it's been the opposite, hasn't it?
Yeah,
are you up for one more?
Absolutely. One more would be fantastic.
Okay, let's do one more. Who was I drawn to? Where are you? It was Faye. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. What does Steph say there? Oh, bless you, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, you'll get out. You're nearly there, so just hold on. Faye, that's the comment I was looking for. And I'm drawn to my tarot deck for you, Faye. Oh, that wanted to jump out. What's that? Okay. I've had a jumper, so 9 of fire for you, Faye. I don't often get fire cards out, you know, so it's quite interesting when they come out. I feel like this card is sent, and the message that's coming from this is that you need empowerment at this time, and you need that from within. Don't rely on everybody else. So you've definitely had some challenges recently. And I'm just hearing the word warrior. I feel like you've had to be a warrior in this, a fighter, a soldier, and your strength is unbreakable. You're a natural protector, and you're very much a protector of anybody that you hold dear and close to you as well. So I feel like some of these battles that you've been facing as this warrior aren't just your own. You've been fighting battles for other people as well. And you've been giving them a lot of strength. It's very odd, but I'm just hearing very clearly. So I'm going to give this to you. There's one battle you feel you've been fighting, and it's not going the way you want it to. And I'm just hearing, don't give up. Don't let it go. Don't back down. Because, oh gosh, okay. Because you are right. So stay true to your conviction on this. Okay. It might need to be done with a little bit of TLC and sensitivity, but hold true to your conviction in this incident, because you are right. And if you don't fight this battle for you, no one else is going to. That was really weird. That's it. So let's see if Craig can enlighten you a little bit more.
Mine's, again, massively on that wavelength. We got the Emperor. And it was energy of just own your own power, stand up. They were showing me, it's almost like two teams with different opinions, but you have, like Cheryl said, you're right in this instance, and there is a whole a whole army of people and spirit around you who not only agree with you and know that you are correct, but they're willing to stand with you. They're saying, ask us for guidance, ask spirit for guidance. They're saying that this inner strength isn't just for the duration of a situation at the moment. It's a permanent thing. This is a role that you're meant to have. You're meant to be a bit of a thought leader, perhaps, giving people guidance, maybe like a counselor type role, even if that's just socially. I don't think you realize it, but people already look up to you, and the people that don't, remind them that they should. Don't shy away from your own opinions. Just stand up and say, no, you're wrong. The truth will always win out in the end. I'm just getting this really strong energy, like actual strength, but not in a scary way. Just like standing strong, like a guardian. And that's the energy they're putting on you or they're recognizing in you. Yeah, they're just repeating the word guardian. And that's where they've stopped. So I'm going to leave that with you and I hope that makes sense.
I think we'll quit while we're ahead because we've just had her say that was bob on. So
excellent. That's so
good luck, Faye, with that. But you've got it in you, so stay strong. Wow. Well, that was really nice. I really enjoyed that.
Me too.
Yeah, we've not done that for a while. We'll have to get another one booked in as soon as possible, won't we?
November full moon. We'll have a look into that.
Yeah, definitely. So we will be back November time, whenever the full moon is. We tend to do our dual ones together, don't we? So that's it from us, I think. So thank you so much for tuning in, and you know where to find us. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. Craig is on TikTok. I am not. That's beyond me. That's far
working
too much technology for me. So do like and follow us if you'd like to see more from us, and do get in touch if you want to know anything more about what we can offer other than these free little readings. But thank you for joining us.
Until next time.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone.
See you later.